Imagine driving confidently, knowing your license is in perfect standing. No surprises, no sudden anxiety when you see police lights in your rearview mirror, and absolutely no unexpected suspensions. Well, in just a few clicks, you can actually check your driver's license status online from literally anywhere in Michigan. Stick with me because today I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step. Welcome to this explainer. I'm super thrilled you're here because we are unpacking a highly practical yet kind of misunderstood process that pretty much every Michigan driver needs to know about.
So here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with why you need to check your status, then what you need to gather first, followed by a step-by-step online guide. After that, we'll tackle troubleshooting common issues, fixing errors and suspensions, and wrap up with some disclaimers and final thoughts.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, why check your status and the hidden risks of driving blind.
Let me ask you something. Are you absolutely sure your license is valid right now? You know, we often make this really dangerous assumption. We figure, hey, I've got this piece of plastic in my wallet, so my driving privileges are perfectly intact, right? Well, according to the legal resources we're looking at today, a shocking number of drivers don't realize their license is suspended until it's way too late. And yeah, that usually happens when they're already pulled over on the side of the road.
Driving without knowing your actual status can trigger this massive domino effect of bad news. Let's say your license got suspended for something super simple, like an unpaid ticket or a lapsed insurance policy. If you get caught driving, you are looking at serious misdemeanor charges. And this isn't just a slap on the wrist, folks. We're talking steep financial fines, the state extending your suspension even longer, and a massive hit to your wallet through higher insurance premiums. In a worst-case scenario, if you get into an accident, your insurance company could entirely deny your claim just because you are operating the vehicle illegally. Proactively checking your record? That prevents this whole nightmare. Moving on to Section 2, what you need first. Let's gather your documents.
Okay, so when you hop online, you want to look for the official State of Michigan seal. In the past, getting these records meant mailing physical forms or standing forever in those infamous Secretary of State lines. Some folks even relied on these expensive, non-certified third-party databases. You want to avoid those completely. No way. You must make sure you're dealing directly with the official Michigan Department of State systems, specifically their online portals.
To get past the state security walls, you're going to need a few specific items right there in your hands. You'll need your full legal name exactly as it appears on your ID. You'll need your Michigan driver's license number and the last 4 digits of your social security number. And finally, and honestly this is a huge one, you need the exact issuance date printed right on the face of your physical card. Seriously, if you don't have that issuance date, the system will actually restrict your account access to guard against identity fraud, which means you won't be able to do basic things like change your address.
All right, Section 3, Step-by-Step Online Guide, Navigating My Login and Cars. Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
So this is exactly what you'll see first, the My Login screen. Think of My Login as the centralized identity hub for the entire state. You don't need a bunch of separate logins for different state agencies. This one secure gateway connects you to the whole shebang. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to create one. That just means providing an email, setting a secure password, and going through a pretty strict identity verification process.
Here's the exact chronological flow you'll follow. First up, navigate to michigan.gov/SOS online and click on Online Services. Second, you create or sign right into that MyLogin account we just talked about. Third, the system's going to prompt you to enter your ID number and those social security digits. And fourth, you'll answer yes when it asks if you have the issuance date of your ID, and then carefully type that date in. Doing this successfully links your digital profile to your physical identity.
Now, once you pass all those security checks, you'll land on this screen. It's the Terms and Conditions page for the Secretary of State Online Services. You have to remember, you're accessing a highly secure, monitored state information system here. So read through it, check that I agree box, and hit the Launch Service button so you can legally proceed.
Congratulations! You made it to the CARS e-Services Springboard. CARS basically stands for Customer Access and Record System. From this dashboard, you can view your status and even purchase an official, certified copy of your driving record for about $11. But please, listen to this next part super carefully, because it's a vital detail from the administrative guidelines. Once you purchase that electronic record, it stays in your transaction history for exactly 7 days. That's it. After 7 days, it is permanently deleted from the active online history. So you absolutely must download and save it to your computer immediately.
Okay, moving to Section 4, Troubleshooting Common Issues. Let's talk about overcoming those annoying system hiccups.
Ever been locked out of your account? Yeah, it happens all the time.
The Michigan system is incredibly secure, which means it can be, well, a little sensitive sometimes. But don't panic. There are very simple, documented fixes for almost every single login problem you might run into.
Let's break down the most common ones. If your account gets locked because you guessed your password one too many times, it's actually going to automatically unlock after 30 minutes. Just take a breather. Now, if you get a weird error saying you're already logged in, you need to open a brand new, clean browser window and literally type michigan.gov/SOS directly into the URL bar. Try to avoid using Google search links for that one. What if the system says your name is incorrect? Try entering it exactly as it appears on your physical card. If you have a hyphenated name, try it with the hyphen and then without. Maybe try dropping your middle name entirely. And get this, if your account has been inactive for 18 months, the state disables it automatically. If that happens, or if you're just totally stuck, you need human support. You can call the Secretary of State Information Center at 888-767-6424, and they'll help you get reactivated.
Which brings us to Section 5, Fixing Errors and Suspensions. Time to take some administrative action.
Discovering an error on your record, like a traffic ticket you definitely didn't commit or some random clerical mistake, can be super alarming. But hear this. It is entirely fixable. First things first, you absolutely need that official copy of your driving record we just talked about purchasing. You literally cannot dispute a record without having the official document in front of you. Next up, you must contact the Secretary of State, either by giving them a call or visiting a branch, to ask for their specific dispute procedure. Finally, you'll submit a formal written dispute attaching your incorrect record and any proof you have that it's wrong. You just have to be clear, concise, and professional about it.
As the sources we're looking at point out so perfectly, you can't fix a problem until you know what it is. If your license happens to be suspended for outstanding tickets or maybe a past DUI, you've got to completely resolve those underlying issues first. There are no shortcuts. You have to pay the fines, appear in court, or complete any required programs. Only after all that is sorted can you formally apply for reinstatement. Now, if your license has just been expired for less than 4 years with no other messy issues, you usually just pay a $125 reinstatement fee and you're good. But if it's been over 4 years, you actually have to go through the entire application process all over again. Yep, that includes the vision, written, and driving tests, the whole shebang.
And finally, Section 6, Disclaimers and Final Thoughts. Let's protect that driving privilege.
Just a quick but absolutely essential disclaimer before we wrap up. This explainer is purely educational, designed to help you navigate the state's online infrastructure. It is not legal advice. If you are dealing with a complex suspension, facing criminal charges, or fighting a wrongful conviction regarding your driving record, the sources highly recommend consulting a legal professional who specializes in Michigan driving laws. They're the ones who can ensure disputes are filed perfectly and advocate on your behalf.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. When was the last time you checked your driver's license status? Don't wait until you see flashing red and blue lights in your rearview mirror to find out if there's a problem. Take a few minutes today, log into that MyLogin system, pull your official record, and ensure you're driving legally and confidently on Michigan roads. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this gives you the absolute peace of mind you deserve out there.